With miles of prime coast and acres of beautiful countryside, control of Northumberland has been a source of conflict for centuries. A legacy of this turbulent past is found within the now peaceful walls of the county's castles. I've come to visit Chillingham Castle, home to Sir Humphrey Wakefield. The castle had lain derelict for some 50 years, but Sir Humphrey poured his heart and soul into a formidable restoration project and now proudly opens the castle to the public. Sir Humphrey.
Jules.
Very nice to see you, sir.
Very good to see you.
And what a wonderful home you have.
I love it very much indeed. It's a wonderful border castle with all the strengths that you would expect, and all the history is still here.
It's interesting to stand here and imagine what this would have looked like when great retinues arrived to use the castle and host events over the centuries.
I mean, many kings and forces, assault forces as well. It's seen a lot.
But it's been your home since the early 1980s when you set about, let's face it, a pretty ambitious project. I'm fascinated to see just what you've done and how you've gone about it. Can you give me a very personal tour?
I don't shut you.
It's wonderful. Chillingham became fully fortified in 1344, and there have been very few structural additions since then, apart from the elaborate galleries built in the Tudor period which surround the central courtyard. Oh, this is fabulous. Wow. What was this like when you first discovered it?
When I came here, it was a forest of trees, and wherever you see a stone cracked, there was a tree growing up, and it was just crying out for action. The stones here, the paving stones here, they were put in for the King's visit in 1603.
Which king?
King James I of England, the VI of Scotland.
But the family's ancestors must have been a bit downhearted when they thought the king was coming, because the amount of expense they'd have to go to accommodate him.
They had cash, they wanted him to stay, they were on the up, and that was just the ticket.
So it was a nice political move.
Very nice, very good, strong political move, yes.
Oh, come on, show me what you've done.
Do, come and have a look.
Sir Humphrey has tackled dry rot, collapsed roofs, burst pipes, birds and bats to bring the castle back to its former glory, which really shines through in the King James I drawing room. Wow. Well, this is another moment in time completely, isn't it?
It is. It's the same moment in time, put in for the king.
Is that an Elizabethan ceiling?
Yes, 1500s.
But for all the challenges of restoring the castle and the responsibility of being the guardian of this building, what is day-to-day life like for you in a castle like this?
Day-to-day life is absolutely wonderful. And I love living here and feel very happy living here and feel the ghosts are happy with me.
Well, Sir Humphrey, it's been a real treat. I'm going to leave you in peace. Thank you very much indeed.
But there's so much more to see. Come back many times and see all our other rooms, because we've got lots of other rooms to show you.
There is so much more to see, and I couldn't leave without exploring some of the 360 acres here. And exclusively on the grounds of this estate are the Chillingham wild cattle, believed to be the only survivors of the wild herds that once roamed Britain's forests. Park Warden Ellie Crossley is taking me to see them from a very safe distance. The bull there looks absolutely beautiful, and there is certainly something very prehistoric about the outline of the head and the shoulders.
Yeah, and the way the dappled effect makes him blend perfectly in with the woodland as well.
But in terms of the way you manage them, as I understand it, you don't interfere with them at all. No vets, no carving. You don't really even have to feed them.
No, I mean, it's literally just survival of the fittest out here, and that's how it's always been. So that's resulted in extremely strong, hardy animals that can do very well without our help.
It's quite a thought to think that this small number of animals that we're looking at now represents such a huge leap back in time.
And that's why it's really important to keep them here, because this shows such a vast difference between these animals and what we've now created on our farms, which are so incredibly different to these guys. A dairy cow wouldn't survive 5 seconds out here. On a farm, you have one bull who never has to compete for his females a day in his life, basically. Whereas here, we have 50 bulls, and they're all competing for that top spot to be able to mate with the females, and it's absolutely amazing watching that. Well, it's a wonderful sight, Ellie. I never thought I'd see prehistoric cattle in this number, not least in Northumberland, but it's a real joy. Thank you very much. You're very welcome.
What history these ancient cattle, the castle walls, and its reputed ghosts have experienced over the centuries. In an unbroken cycle since the 13th century, the majestic Chillingham has proudly stood the test of time.